Hello, my niggity noognogs. This is Riflemanjay, founder and CEO of Rifleman Studios. Welcome back to another tier list video where today we're going to be reviewing about the avatar frames and how hard it is to get each one of them. Now, personally, I think a lot of these frames are typically easy to get, but some are just absolutely like incredibly difficult. Um, but yeah, I would say for the most that you would have to continuously grind for specifically some of them, including the workshops. But yeah, I was also inspired by Alair to make this video, Alair5900. Shout out to him, he's a pretty good YouTuber. And also shout out to God Neo as well for he did a lot of help getting me the workshop frame as well as you guys as well. But yeah. Anyways, we're gonna get started on the tier list, so let's just go ahead and start. The first one we're gonna start off with is the blank frame, which is a frame that pretty much everybody has. It's pretty much just the default one if you don't want to equip any. So we're just gonna easily hold on. We're just gonna easily put. Oh my goodness, bro. This is so dumb. I apologize. We're gonna put that one in the D tier for now. There's the 500 one, which is a God of War achievement. You have to win 500 games, so a lot of grinding for this one. So I definitely say, put this one at like. Ooh, that's gonna be a tough one. Either it's B or C tier because you're gonna have to do a lot of grinding if you want this frame. Move this ad, bro. I mean, depending on how good you are, I mean, it really could just be a C tier. But yeah, I definitely say C or B tier. You know, I'd say just put it at like the bottom of B tier for now. Just because, like, again, not everybody's good, but there are also many good players, but still, it really just takes time. That's why I put it there. S tier frame, which is the, this is basically just you have to get MVP in a match, so I'm pretty sure you also have to get S tier as well, like S grade. So what I'm gonna do, I think I'm just gonna put this one in C tier for now. I'd say C tier would definitely do. I mean, because again, not everybody's good, but there are also many good players. Now there's the 10 frame, the question mark frame. This is a hide and seek frame that you have to grind. You have to win 10 games as a hider. I'd say this one is a fairly, like, easy one to get, to be honest. I mean, really depending on the maps, though, however, because I think that it can be inherently difficult as well. So, I think what I'm gonna do is just put this on probably. You know what? Yeah, I'll put that on D tier. Actually, change the C1 to D tier as well. It's really not that hard to get S tier in matchmaking. But yeah, I'll put that one. I'll put those three in D tier for now. Now we're gonna go on to the next one, which is the 200 frame. You basically have to beat level 100 in zombie mode, which actually, by the way, there is a trick on doing. You pretty much just have to, like, try to friend somebody who's, like, about to be in level 100. You basically have to do team matchmaking, and if you're in a level 100 lobby, then this one actually is a very easy one to get as long as you beat it. So, I think what I'm gonna do is. Oh my goodness gracious, bro. Okay, swiping is actually a little bit difficult, so you know what? I think what I'm gonna do is just probably just go from top to bottom just to make it easier. So I think I'm gonna just put this one in like B tier. I would put in like A or S tier, but because there are tricks on doing it very easily, that's why I'm lowering it to like B tier. Alright, we're gonna go from top to bottom now. There is the Clan Wars frame, which are also pretty hard frames to get. Getting third place, second place, or first place can inherently be very difficult, so I think I'm just going to put this one in B tier. So yeah, let's just put the second place one in B tier, and this one will get A tier. Hold on, let me just... There we go. A tier, and the C tier frame. Now, it is pretty difficult to like try to get exactly third place or second place, but I mean, since Clan Wars is kind of like dead, and I would say just for the tier making, I mean, the A tier one, I put the first place one just because it's not the hardest of the hard to grab, but still. We're actually going to be going over the hardest ones, such as the Season King frame. You basically have to get first place in season and hold that position till the end of season. So this one, I will put in S tier. This one is going to get the S tier. Hold on. Sorry, the swiping is a little bit tough, but yeah. Season King frame, we all know it's really hard to get, so yeah. And then there's the Seasoned Hero frame. You basically just have to get top 10 in season and hold it to till the end, so I'm just going to put this at like the top of A tier. Now, there are other frames including, such as this one right here, Easter frames, which I'm just going to be saying like all Easter frames. I'm only using one, just like this crab frame with the floaty. That one's just going to be marked as event frames, and the one that's left to it is battle pass frames, so yeah. Just to be quick so I'm not like screenshotting every single event frame, so yeah. Easter event frames, it really can all depend. Either there's top 10, top 15, or top 20. So I'm just going to be putting this at like S tier as well, because it can also be very difficult to actually grab them. I would say maybe S tier. Maybe. Depending on like which frame. I mean, it comes up every year, so yeah, I'll just have it in S tier for now. I might change it later. S tier or A tier? I would say probably S tier, just like the bottom of S tier. So yeah, there are other frames you can also get, which are this one right here, which is the season frame. Now, season frame is pretty much just you have to get to gold in order to get that. So, that one's a pretty difficult one. I would say probably... I mean, considering there are a lot of bots, but there are also a lot of hackers as well, so... I mean, it's really just grinding through bronze and silver, which can be pretty easy, to be honest. So, I would say I'll probably just put this in D tier as well. Just, like, put it at the top of D tier. But, yeah. What is this? I don't know. I'll just put that at, like, the top of D tier. Just because it's not really that hard to grind through season. Actually, I'll probably just put it... You know what? I'll probably just put it as C tier, to be honest. The next one is the main workshop frame. This one you have to get 5,000 credits in skins, maps, weapons, and armors, which by the way is not as easy as it seems because a lot of people nowadays don't even download maps, so I would say, like, depending on your art skills and stuff, I definitely also put this one in S tier as well. Just like in the middle of S tier, just because it's that difficult to get. But yeah, depending on your art skills and such. Now, there's the armor one, which I'd say for specifically maps, skins, and weapons, I would definitely put these on B tier as well. So we're just gonna drag all of them to B tier, except for the map ones because maps are actually really hard to like get downloads off of them. So it is just slightly harder. So I'm just going to drag this on A tier as well. So yeah, just drag both of those on A tier. Now the next one we are going to be going over are event frames. Event frames, which are, well, this ones are specifically Battle Pass frames, which I will be doing. Battle Pass frames are really not that difficult to inherently get. I mean, I would say probably this one would just be C tier depending if you have like the money to get it and like to grind the battle passes and such, because it's not like the first one to get. So yeah. The next ones we're going to be doing are pretty much the weapon skins. You also get frames for getting the weapon skins, but there's like a 1% chance of getting. So I would say I'd probably put the where do I put them? I mean, considering there's a 1% chance of getting, I'd probably just like shove them all in A tier. So yeah, I mean, depending on like which frame you're getting, or just put them in B tier, because really all you have to do is just gain lucky points and just like grind for the skins and such. So yeah, what I'm gonna do, I'm just going to shove them all in B tier. Let's just put them all in B tier, including the Red Devil one as well. There we go. All that is in B tier. The social pack frame, which is pretty much just yeah, it's pretty much an thing you could buy off the store. So yeah, I'd say also just I'll put that in D tier just for now. Yeah, that one's putting in D tier. Now let's stop for a moment. Think if I need to change some of these. Nope, I don't need to change any of them, so I guess we are good. This one's a battle pass frame as well, so I'm just gonna also drag that to C tier. Event frames, it really all depends what the event is about, so I would say I'd also put the event frames in, like if it was an anniversary or something, or if it's a grindable event, I would say I put this one probably just at C tier. Or either C or B tier. You know what? Let's put it at the bottom of B tier. I think that would make more sense because it's not hard, it's also not easy to get, because it really depends on the event. Now, the 800 frame, I'm pretty sure you have to spend 800 gems all in like one day, so I'm pretty sure this is an easy one to grab. I mean, really just buy gems. This one's just pretty much pay to win, so yeah. Excuse me. Excuse me. Again, depending if you have the money for it, so... Yeah, I'd probably just... You know what, let's just put it in C tier, along with the... crazy consumption as well. This one you have to spend, like, 50,000 coins. So, yeah, I'll put this one in C tier as well. Because, again, depending if you have the money for it, and depending if you actually have the will to do it. So, yeah. And then there's the clipboard frame, which pretty much you pretty much have to complete all quests in 7 like consecutive days, because if you miss a day, it's just gonna restart. So I think I'll definitely also put this one in B tier as well. It's not that hard. It's really, again, just a grindable one. So yeah, I'll put that one in B tier as well. There's a 10,000 coin frame. I'm pretty sure you have to just get 10,000 coins for this. It's a little bit of a challenge, but it's not really that difficult. So this one also gets C tier as well. Now we have the 500 follower frame. You have to get 500 followers in workshop. I would say that I definitely put this at, like, either maybe the top of B tier or the bottom of A tier. I'm not really 100% certain. If all of these ones get B tier, then... Because you're not going to, like, gain as, like, many followers as much you are with downloads, so... Yeah, I'd probably just put this one at, like, the bottom of B tier. You know, just the bottom of A tier, just for now. It's just, like, slightly in the... It's, like, A tier on the dot. It's not, like, A tier, but also has some different... It's A tier on the dot, I would say, just in my opinion. The next one we have is the 5,000 kill frame. You have to get 5,000 kills in season, which actually can be very difficult, especially depending on what seasons you are in. So let's just go ahead and put this one on A tier as well, considering this is a grindable you have to get. Now, there's the next one, which is, again, just the same frame, but you have to get 1,000 kills, so it's going to be on a lower tier, so either A tier or B tier. I would say probably at, like, the top of C tier. If I'm correct, maybe the top of C tier. Because, again, it's a massive difference. There's 5,000 kills and 1,000 kills, so yeah, I'd say just put it like the top of C tier. Or, because, again, it really depends on, like, how good you are in season. So, you know what, actually, let's put it in the bottom of... Let's put it at the bottom of B tier. I think that would make more sense. Just put it at the bottom of B tier. Now, the last frames are pretty much season frames you have to grind. Now, I'm going to be putting the Masters one in A tier because it's a hard frame to get, but it's not the hardest of the hard. S tier is specifically meant for, like, hardest of the hard to get. That's going to take an absolutely long time to get. So, yeah. Diamond frame, which is also going to be in B tier as well. Yeah, I'd say just, like, at the top of B tier. Either the top of B tier or the bottom of A tier. You know what, actually, I think it's the bottom. I think it's just bottom of... Or let's just put it in the middle of A tier as well to get... Diamond frame is going to get A tier, but, again, it's not the hardest. It's not harder than getting the Masters frame, because Masters is actually very difficult to get, depending on how good you are. The B tier is simply just going to be platinum and gold. Or I could actually, you know what? Let's just put gold. Actually, we're going to put the platinum one at the top of B tier. And we're going to put the gold one as well as on the C tier one. So yeah. Gold one, I mean, you pretty much have to just pass through bronze and silver in order to actually get it. So yeah. Anyways, here is the final tier list. Season King frame and the Workshop frame, including Easter event frames, are all getting S tier because they are the hardest of the hard to get. Especially being Easter frames, considering Easter events happen like Easter crafting events happen like every once a year, so it's really like a random lottery. So I'll definitely just keep that like the bottom of S tier. Workshop frame is pretty much just workshop. You have to grind your way through it as long as you're good at art. But S tier is like for the best players during combat, especially in season. So yeah. Then we have A tier being season hero and the diamond frame and all such, including the map frame since map mode is pretty much dead nowadays. Especially you can make such a really good map, but it only gets like a very few downloads, which is really disappointing. And then we have B tier, which pretty much for weapon credits, yeah, I would say like, because armor and skins and weapons is actually a lot more easy to make, I'd say, but it can also be very difficult. So I would say probably just like scoot it up a notch. Just put these at like the top of B tier. These ones are just going to be like the top of B tier. So yeah. And then C tier frames, like easier frames to get, event frames, battle passes, and those that are pretty much just like pay to win but also grinding. The social pack frame is at D tier because all you have to do is buy it. You don't have to grind it or anything. And these are pretty much just amateur, like easy of the, like the easiest of the easy to get. So yeah. That is going to conclude it for today's tier list video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. But yeah, that is going to be the end of today's video. I hope you niggity noognogs enjoyed, and I will see you again in the next one. Peace out.